This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk more about this opinion stuff that I was talking on in the People Are Complaining About My Reaction Videos episode, because I don't think people fully understood me. I don't think people fully heard me on that podcast episode. And the reason why I'm doing this follow-up episode, nothing hasn't happened. Nobody hasn't left no comments or any of that other, not that I know of. I have even checked, but just for future references, I guess, because I just feel that there are going to be people, they're going to come across my videos, and then they're thinking that their opinion matters. And that's what they need to understand. And even when I watch people's videos about me where the videos are opinions, even at times like where I've gone and just searched up my name on Google, and then I'll see some like one of those like Wikipedia type pages and things, and then it's just people like writing out their opinions about me. People need to understand that that's as far as it's going. It's going to be an opinion. Now, people that know me, people that interact with me, people that talk to me on a regular basis, do you think they're going to agree with you on whatever video, post, tweet, whatever form of TMossBoss like slander you're putting out there? Do you think people are honestly going to sit down and take the time to care about that? No. Regardless of whether it's somebody that I know or even if it's a complete random stranger. Now, if that complete random stranger already has some hatred in their heart, or even if there's a friend of mine where they got some sort of hatred in their heart towards me, I'm like, those are going to be the only ones that support you. But other than that, normal, regular folks, people that's just going on about their day-to-day lives, I feel like when you can convince a person that has no hatred in their heart, like towards anything walking the face of this earth, when you can convince them to have some sort of hatred towards me, that's how I know you're actually doing something. But I just see it so like pointless. The thing is this, you know what? If you want to state your opinion about me, you very well can do that. That at the end of the day, it is your prerogative. It is your choice. You do what you want to do. But you have to understand that that's as far as it's going. It's only going to be an opinion. Now, when the thing is this, and I know people are going to be all like, oh, so you've never stated your opinion about stuff. For the most part, I have, when it comes to video, but that usually most of the time it's like, it's because I didn't put money behind something. But if it's something that I don't know nothing about, like even if it's a content creator, I'm like, unless they've done something to me or to somebody that I know, like for an example, the Trisha Paytas situation when she had scanned my friend out of, I think it was like $500 for like some Instagram shout out. That's one of the only times where I'll state my opinion, but it's more so just to spread awareness on the situation. You know, like at the end of the day, hey, Trisha Paytas, she is her own person. I really don't care about what's going on in her day-to-day lives. I don't mean that as a disrespectful thing, but overall, it's like, I'm not sitting down wondering what Trisha Paytas is doing right now. But there are people that do that with me. and it's weird. It's weird when it's like when I have people sitting around waiting for me to mess up, sitting around waiting me. Like I remember it was somebody, I can't remember whether I had read it somewhere or somebody told me, but anyways, I just remember hearing it somewhere that somebody had said that Just a Robot, the guy that I had problems with at one point, no, he was saying, I guess he said that the next time he makes a video about me is when I go to jail. Why is that his business? I'm saying, like, even if I was living like this crime-filled life, why is that his business? How is it that ever since I had heard that there are so many people that most likely that went in and out of jail, and I'm like, fam, you don't talk on that. I'm saying, like, that's at the end of the day, it's like, if you're gonna like make it seem like that you're spitting facts on whatever it is, it's like, at least talk on all stuff related to that matter. So yeah, let's say I go to jail because I done robbed a bank or something. I'm saying I'm not gonna do no crazy things like that. I don't want, that little FBI agent that everybody so-called claims that, watching us and things on every move. My FBI agent, if you're watching or hearing or listening to this podcast episode, I do not plan on robbing a bank. I am just using it as an example, okay? I do not have like that, athleticism to be out there, ripping and running and doing all this bank robbery activities and stuff. I might, support the Black Air Force One activities, but overall, I'm not with that. But my thing is this. Okay, let's say I go out and I do some crazy stuff like that. Yeah, he has a video. But it's like, overall, what are you going to be talking about in that video? Where it's like something, I just feel like that people need to understand is like, what video is going to be more interesting? A man that's already done said he might have not said it because he wants to be one of those like, I'm gonna beat around the bush or not tell or say how I actually feel. But what video you think is gonna be more interesting? His video about me or me detailing the events on how I had went through with a bank robbery? I think we all know the answer to that one. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you have to understand that even in situations like that, but I want to talk on like all forms of opinions. I don't want to just solely just have it where it's just all about like content creating and stuff. But like, whether it's because there's like other times like where people have stated their opinions about stuff, friends that I'm like, it's just like there's a bunch of things I'm gonna be talking on, but I just wanted to, kind of get that out of the way and things. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, fam, you have to understand that when you're talking about somebody, it's like, yeah, it might be in a negative way, but I guess like in a more content creating perspective, it's like you're only benefiting me, because I feel like there are gonna be some people that are gonna watch, whatever videos being made about me, and they gonna, obviously follow through with that video because it's people out there where it's like they're lost souls and stuff, people that are looking for some sort of validation or whatever, and so they think by following with whatever trend, it's like, oh yeah, I follow with that trend, overall get some sort of recognition. But it's like, you have to understand that the only person that's going to be getting recognized out of all of this, especially when it's an opinion about me, is me. So I don't think a lot of people are going to, really care for the thing is this. And even it's like, and the reason why I say that is because look at Logan Paul for an example. So many people had their opinion about this man years ago. Now look, I'm saying one of the most successful content creators of our times. So that's why I'm like, people need to understand that all your opinion is doing is just putting, more and more of a spotlight on somebody. And then eventually when they do the right thing that everybody likes, then fam, and that's why I was even saying about like the whole like bank robbery example. It's like, it's like everybody's gonna be probably going based off of that one video, and then when I drop my video, that's what's gonna really matter. So it's like that's what I'm saying. There's probably, and the funny thing is like the people probably don't even realize that when they have made videos about me and it's received some sort of views, when it's from random people that's like, oh, well, let me go watch some of his videos and see what he's all about. And they don't watch my videos and they're all like, well, he's not really all that much of a bad guy. It's like, he's actually kind of funny. He's actually, he does good videos and things. He puts out so much content and stuff versus people out there, they want to like talk about my content and things, make it seem like it's the worst of the worst. Meanwhile, it's like, you got some of your favorite content creators where it's like talking on the people that want to talk about me. It's like, when was the last time they dropped a video? Let's just add up the amount of content I've posted and the amount of content that they posted, and it's like, let's see who's giving back more to the fans and stuff. So, but anyways, but no, I can even think of like other times where it's like I have it where like, and that's I just remember because like there's people out there that want to have like their opinion on sports. There was like, I remember at my old job there was two people I had worked with. It was a customer and it was a employee or like a coworker. And I remember the one, he didn't really like state his. I was more so curious, and I think that's also another thing about people's opinions is that you gotta attract an audience that's gonna be curious to that type of stuff. But it's like, if you're just sitting around talking on something that like don't really matter, I'm saying like, yeah, it's just, and I guess it's just more so from that person. So it's like, yeah, you know, if you're not really an interesting person, then yeah, your opinion on some stuff, people ain't gonna really care about that, you know. So and that's why I had to say, like, I feel like that these two people I'm gonna be talking on, it's a perfect example of somebody that's interesting and somebody that's not really all that interesting because they want to tell all and do all and stuff, you know. So yeah, it might be in some cases where it's the other way around, where it's like you find a person that's kind of like, you know, got a mysterious vibe going on about them, and at the end of the day, that's up to the audience on whether or not they're gonna find this person interesting or not. Same with the person that wants to be a tell-all be-all person, where they want to tell everything that goes on in their life. And yeah, you know, some people may find them interesting, some people may not find them interesting. But in this case, so the guy that's kind of like mysterious, don't really want to tell nobody nothing, because I remember there was a time where I think it was an important like football game was on, right? And I remember I think I asked him, because I thought he was a sports fan. He came off as like one of those people that would be in the crowd just yelling and going crazy and stuff, right? So anyways, remember I asked him about some like sports game that was coming on, and he was like, no, I'm not really into it. I think it was football. And he was like, no, he was like, I'm not a fan of football. And he just left it at that. And I was curious, and I always wanted to ask him, but he ended up, I think he ended up finding another job somewhere else and things. But yeah, I was curious. And then there was the other time with the coworker. So I remember me and my friend Jack that had also worked there. We were talking about, we were talking about football. And the other coworker, he jumps in. He was all like, you know, I just don't get it. Hey, it's like men just be so barbaric, just chasing a ball around and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, well, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people that buy tickets to go see these games. I've been to 2 Seahawks games, and I'm like, fam, that's one thing that I love about Seahawks games, is that when you go to a Seahawks game and you're surrounded by a bunch of Seahawks fans and you're a Seahawks fan, you're literally around family. It's like there was people that was there where I was all like, fam, you literally could be a cousin of mine. I'm like, and you're not even the same race as me. I'm saying you got people where you just high-fiving them. It's such, for those that have never been to a sports game, it is such a dope environment. I'm like, I seriously can just do a tell-all about just going to sport games, and it is one of the dope, like when you're eventually at your seat, bro, you're surrounded by, you got where people you don't know will literally turn, look at you, start cheering, going crazy and all that stuff, having conversations with you and things. And I'm like, I don't even, and that's gonna, and the messed up part about it's like that's gonna probably most likely end up being the one and only time you see them. But it's just a memory that you can like take with you as you're leaving that game and stuff. But anyways, no, when the guy was saying that, I remember I did kind of get on him, because it was all like, why are you trying to trash football? It's like, that's the thing that people, they need to understand, is that is your opinion. How you feel about football, it's like, bro, that is how you feel about football. But me and Jack, our A and B conversation, they ain't had nothing to do with you. So it was like, because no, I don't even think we were even talking to him. He just jumped in. He was all like, oh man, being barbaric, chasing a ball around and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, for one, there's more to it, you know, like there's just like the freaking like a vibe. I can't really describe it, but it's like you just have to be in that environment, whether you're at home watching it or like at one of the like games live watching it. But it's like you just have to be a part of that environment. I just hit my funny bone. But anyways, you have to just be a part of that environment to understand like sports and stuff. Like the funny thing is like, because that's something that I would like to do. I would like to be one of those people where I kind of like explain things to people, whether it's a game, video game, sports game, whatever the situation is. But it's like, I just feel like it's fun kind of when you have like that explanation and just explain it. And I was like, fam, if he would have sat down and asked me like, can you explain football to me? I'm like, bro, I probably would have been there overtime explaining every bit of detail that I know about football. All right. I have been watching football literally since I was an infant. Okay. I possibly could, I'm telling you, because football, because it was like I was born in August, and so I imagine like that 9-month period and stuff. Yeah, there was probably a Super Bowl, something, I don't know exactly when, but I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was some sort of game that, I don't know. All right, maybe because it was like, yeah, the football season hadn't really started yet. But anyways, regardless, I'm pretty sure if it was like, if I probably was at some point in time being held by my dad and being in front of the TV, hearing some sort of football language and things. But anyways, But no, I remember I just turned my fan on in case y'all just heard like a loud wind noise. But anyways, but no, that's what I had said to do, because I was like, because he was really into like not professional, but it was kind of like a like, you know how like they be having like those paintball, like, you know, versus things, you could go out somewhere and be paintballing like with your friends or family. Well, he does like a airsoft like BB gun version of that, you know. So I was all like, well, what's so fun about chasing random kids around? I think I either said that, and I was like, fam, you literally go and chase kids around with a BB gun on Saturdays, like. You cannot talk about it. Like, those guys literally make money. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I think I remember I made some comment about him airsofting. And it's like, because, bro, you have to understand. And the thing is this, I don't care about if you go out and airsoft, you know, for fun, fam, that is your lifestyle. That is what you got going on. But at the end of the day, it's like, the thing is, you have to understand that everybody is going to have a passion for something, whether it's YouTube, whether it's sports, whether it's movies, whether it's music, whether it's food. Everybody is going to have a passion for something. All right. At the end of the day, all you have to do is accept that person's passion about, whatever they have a passion for, and leave it at that. I'm saying, because I just feel that there's people out there that care too much about what other people are doing. And I'm like, when you got people out there that acts like that, I'm saying, fam, you never have time for yourself. And then you find yourself in a situation where you don't even know what you want to do with your life, because you're so worried about other people's life. So I'm saying, it's like, sit down, look in the mirror, pull out your phone, look through that front camera, do what you have to do. But you really need, I feel like the moral of this podcast episode is that you really need to focus on yourself, all right? Take that information with you. Stop trying to push out your opinion on stuff and go on about your business, all right? So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss, and peace.